What is the period we're in now? Because it seems like it's coming to an end.
This is Kali Yuga, man. This is some weird shit that was predicted by the Bhagavad Gita. This is
Gudur
the end of
Damarang,
times.
Battle of the Gods,
Yeah.
Ragnarok. Tell me.
This is what happens in cultures. Like they go through these pitches, these ups and downs, and it's almost inevitable. Like it's almost impossible for us with our human reward systems that are based on like animal emotions and biology to manage millions and millions and millions of people all on one continent with money and the economy and the fucking environment. It's almost impossible to do. So it almost always slides into authoritarianism.
Right.
And the best way it slides into authoritarianism is control the narrative.
Yeah.
Joe,
the
you
fourth turning.
got to leave. Keep going, brother.
That's it.
So you say it's
what's
almost
happening.
impossible. How would you say we can do it?
Mushrooms.
Beautifully said.
Mushrooms!
Ian's happy.
We need mushrooms.
Well, let me ask that
We
question
gotta
next.
love each
So-
other. We need mushrooms. We gotta realize we're all in this thing together. We can, instead of competing with each other, just do your best and give everybody hugs.
I agree. So let's expand on that.
No, you
briefly.
don't agree. You're
Why
not in
do
this thing with
why
some
do
of these people.
hallucinogens? Why do hallucinogens taken properly create such peace? Why are they?
Because they eliminate the ego, and the ego is responsible for most of the conflict. Most of the conflict is instead of thinking, I gotta get this guy back. Just relax. Everybody relax. Everybody look at this. What does everybody want in terms
Like
of
you forgave me
culture?
3 years ago when I was being a dick.
Everybody.
And it was so much
I try
better.
to forgive everybody. Listen,
It was amazing.
What does everybody want in this life? You
I
want
forgive a
good
little.
friends. You want to be safe. You want your children to go to good schools. You want your loved ones to be protected. You want people to get by and have a good life for as long as they possibly can. That's what everybody wants. But you
No,
think that
it's
other
not.
people are
Most
trying to
people-
stop
it's
you
not.
from having that. People are
There-
trying to stop you from having that. As a few sociopaths that want to gather it all up
Yeah,
for themselves.
there you go.
And
I
there's
forgive you
small
too,
amounts
Alex.
of people.
But Joe, I've had this conversation with Ian a whole lot because Ian's the voice on our show who's always telling us to stop being so dark and try and bring people together. But you look at the prosecutor in the Rittenhouse case.
He's a demon.
Overwhelmed, like lying.
Yeah.
You see the judge say that was
destroy
a
a child's life.
grave constitutional violation.
I think that's been going on forever.
It
Just
has.
Finally, we have the internet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
And now we can see it for what
Yeah.
it is.
And now
We can see it.
And now conservatives are realizing, the old conservative line about oh, if you haven't done anything wrong, don't worry about getting arrested, you'll be fine.
not true.
I know, but conservatives now realizing, wait a minute, when the government, the Eye of Sauron, has you in their sights,
Yeah.
they're gonna do whatever they can. To
I've
get that
been experiencing that,
they'll-
where they just
Alex,
lie about
what
everything.
were you just saying about not interrupting?
Miles. Go ahead.
I was just the one point is
You
people
have a
are
lot
now,
of malice for me.
I don't have a lot of love for you,
I know.
but
I'm joking. Start over.
I'm not going to start over. I'm just going to say my one sentence, which is conservatives now realizing when the government, which is the Eye of Sauron, has you in their sights, they're going to do whatever they can to break you. And this is something that disproportionately hurts poor people. And the left has been arguing about that for a long time, and they were right.
Yeah, that's inarguable, right?
Yes.
It was
Disproportionate.
2020
But now the
that showed
left's
everybody
all
that can't
anti-free
afford
speech,
to,
anti-due
pay for it.
process.
Well, there's something to say about what's happening right now. Some people have called it the fourth turning. You could feel it. It's energetic. You know something's happening. You see the Titanic. You see the iceberg. You're like, holy cow, the ship is heading somewhere. But at the end of the day, we could still decide where it goes. And I think, to Joe's point, mushrooms, decentralization are ways to start the conversation. But I think we should focus on that as well, because I think that's the true kind of opening that we should be really examining and looking into, because there is something to talk about with so much power and influence here. We could do something incredible here.